it had become a very localized election and they suffered losses.
Okay. Now, we can go on and on about the post-mortem of the results, but the fact is that we're looking at a third term of NDA, historic by any stretch of the imagination. We're looking at a Modi 3.0. And the question now is, how will a coalition move forward? Let me put it down very simply. नीतीश बाबू रहेंगे या फिर से पलट जाएंगे? यही सवाल है. Chandrababu Naidu ji, when will he ask for his pound of flesh, and will the BJP be able to give it?
So, if you see what is the message in this mandate, the message is that this Indian democracy is thriving. The voter is always ahead of us, is very wise. And the EVMs are not rigged. They are working fine, perhaps. Because one of the ambassadors messaged me after the election. He said that I think the doubts about the democracy of India is highly exaggerated.
I think one round of applause for Indian democracy.
Yeah.
No matter what.
So, democracy is thriving. Loktantra ki vijay hai. What is the message of this? One is balance of power. Satta ka santulan bana rahe. So that's why we are seeing that BJP has a majority, but it needs to depend upon regional parties, and federalism is one of the basic tenets of our constitution. So the regional parties will have a role. Stability. How does stability come? Even today, BJP tally is almost 2.5 times of Congress party. BJP's tally is more than all the entire India bloc combined. So BJP continues to remain at the centrality of Indian politics. It is the central pole of Indian politics still. Now, when we talk about continuity, if we compare with previous coalition governments, 1999, BJP had 180 seats, and in 2009, Congress had 200 odd. So at that point of time, the dominant party was almost 80 to 100 seats short. This time, the dominant party is 30 seats short. This is akin to 1991, when Congress won 244 seats. And the entire paradigm of change in Indian economy was done in that period. It was largely because the dominant party was not fairly short, not significantly short of the majority. So, Manmohan Singh, the father of the economic liberalization, did all his reforms in that period. So now these three things are there. Now, automatically, when there is a coalition government, there will be pulls and pressures. It is bound to happen. One cannot deny the fact. Now, Nitish Kumar, and also it is a pre-poll alliance. It is not a post-poll alliance. So pre-poll alliance generally tend to be fairly stronger, you can say, than any post-poll arrangement. Now Nitish Kumar and TDP will extract their pound of flesh. That is for sure. However, Prime Minister Modi is a very flexible, adaptable person. Now what he needs to do is that he shares a great rapport with global leaders. We've all seen. Now he just needs to replicate that experience which he shares with global leaders across the world with two of these key people, which is Naidu and Nitish Kumar.
So I'm going to ask you about that. Prime Minister Modi has not had to work in a coalition till now. Even as Chief Minister of Gujarat, there was always an absolute majority, a brute majority. But you're saying that doesn't matter.
No, I'm saying that doesn't matter, that matters. But I'm saying that change is the only constant. If he has to remain in power for the next 5 years, he has to be flexible, he has to be adaptable. Correct. And these partners have worked with BJP for a long, long time. It's not that they have not been allies with NDA or BJP. They have been in and out, but they have been friends for a long, long time. So I think TDP's genesis is also anti-Congress because TDP was born out of anti-Congressism in Andhra. Janata Party or the Janata Dal United also largely, if you see the ideology, have been anti-Congress. So ideologically also, they seem to be fairly aligned. But of course, there will be pulls and pressures, and they will demand for certain ministries. Fortunately, you can have 80 ministers in India. Quantity is not a matter. You can make, for every 3 MP, 1 cabinet minister, you can give very easily. That's not a problem because they have 28 seats, so 10 ministers perhaps. The question is about the quality of the portfolios, correct? So whether they have a say in the top 4 positions, or they have a say in maybe the other railways or on agriculture or commerce or industry sort of. So that we have to see how this pans out, how the negotiations pan out. But PM Modi is working at a lightning fast speed, you see. So everything has been done, letters of support has been given, and the date has also been announced for the swearing in, because the BJP or PM Modi does not want to leave anything to chance. So they are working at lightning speed. And there are 18 others have won, out of which 7 are independents. Out of that, I think 10 have already given support. So 303, that original number of 2,000 has already been achieved, sort of.
Okay. So, we can go on chatting, but I think since we